Trump appears to have committed the first crime of his second term. Honestly, it's probably not the first crime, but it's the first crime that is clearly a crime. Caroline Leavitt, Donald Trump's new press secretary, was asked yesterday about Trump freezing funding for programs including the Medicaid system at state levels. As we already talked about, people, providers, doctors, hospitals, frozen out of the Medicaid system all across the country. Caroline Leavitt was asked about it. She said it's temporary and we need to put outflows of money in line with Trump's agenda. I'm going to play it, but understand that this is against the law. This is a crime.
To the other question that you asked about those specific programs, again, I would say this is not a ban. This is a temporary pause and a freeze to ensure that all of the money going out from Washington, D.C. is in line with the president's agenda. And as the Office of Management and Budget has updates on what will be kickstarted once again, I will provide those to you.
So this is illegal. It's against the law. It's that simple. The U.S. Constitution. This is like the stuff you learn in what's the grade in school where I'm just a bill up on Capitol Hill. You know that whole thing. The U.S. Constitution gives Congress the explicit power of the purse. It's Article 1, Section 9, and it says that once Congress appropriates funds for a specific purpose, once Congress says, here's the program, and here's the money for the program. It's two parts. That's how Congress operates. Medicaid is an example. State healthcare infrastructure for Medicaid. Once Congress appropriates the money, the executive branch, the president, is legally obligated to spend those funds as directed. Trump's doing something that's against the law. The president does not have the authority to unilaterally withhold or redirect congressionally approved funds. Sometimes when we have these conversations about, people on the street go, I would love the money that's going to X to instead go to house homeless veterans. Now, often they don't really want that. Like when they're actually told, here's how much it'll cost to house homeless veterans, they go, oh, they should find a house. They should pull themselves up by their bootstraps. But the point is, once money has been appropriated for something, you can't just say, oh, use it for this other thing, at least not in theory. But it's more than that. It's more than just what's in the Constitution. The Impound Control Act was passed in response to when President Nixon kept trying to spend money that was appropriated by Congress on other things. And the Impound Control Act explicitly prohibits the president from withholding or delaying funds without congressional approval. So Constitution and law. Now, there are two things that presidents can do with regard to funds. One is called rescission. Rescission means that a president can make a proposal to cancel specific funds, right? Congress approves and appropriates. Trump goes, I don't want to fund state Medicaid websites. Okay, Trump can make a proposal. Congress can either approve it or reject it within 45 days. If Congress says, no, we don't like this rescission that Trump is proposing, then the money has to be dispersed as originally agreed. The second thing a president can do is called a deferral, which is that a president can temporarily delay spending, but the key there is that it's only for routine administrative reasons. If there's a logistical delay, I don't know, the mechanism meant to disperse the money, ACH and wire service is down, we can't move the money. You are not allowed to defer for policy disagreements. And Caroline Leavitt admitted in that clip, this is to put spending in line with Trump's agenda. That's his political agenda. That's very clear. There's no logistical delay here. And Medicaid funding is mandatory spending. This is what maybe is Trump doesn't care about or doesn't understand. Congress has legally obligated the federal government to provide the money for this. These are not discretionary programs. Those need annual appropriations. This is a mandatory program, Medicaid, and it operates under permanent laws that guarantee the funding. When Trump pauses the funding, the president is undermining a congressionally mandated program. It's a violation of separation of powers. We also have Supreme Court precedent, just to show you how comprehensive this infrastructure is. The Supreme Court has repeatedly said Trump, no president, can override congressional spending decisions. You have the case of Train v. City of New York from 1975. You've got Kendall v. United States from 1838. So what Trump is doing is against the law. Now, the question very quickly becomes, who's going to stop him? Temporarily, in the immediate, it's a judge. A judge has paused the Trump spending freeze until February 3rd so that it can be dealt with in a more comprehensive and hopefully robust legal manner. But the law breaking is beginning from the guy who insists that he's all about law and order.
I've been sleeping on a Helix sleep mattress for years now. Couldn't love it more. Before Helix, I'd just buy whatever generic mattress from a store, thinking they're all basically the same. Turns out I was very wrong. Since switching to Helix, my sleep has improved. Helix mattresses are customized to your needs. I took the 1-minute sleep quiz where I gave input like my height, my real height, not like you know who, my weight, my real weight, not like you know who, my sleeping position, firmness preference, whether I have back pain, whether I run hot or cold, and Helix matched me with the right mattress for my preferences, and it's been a total game changer. My favorite part is it stays cool while I sleep. Most people don't even know what they need in a mattress, and all Helix mattresses come with a 10-year warranty. You also get 100 nights to test it out. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up for free and refund your money, and they'll even remove your old mattress if you want. My audience gets 20% off plus 2 free pillows with all mattress orders when you go to helixsleep.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.